Welcome to the Narrative Nexus, where stories come to life. I'm your host, and I'm excited to have you here with us today. On this channel, we explore gripping true crime cases, heartwarming tales of human resilience, mind-bending science fiction adventures, and historical accounts that shaped our world. But what sets us apart is our passion for community. We want to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and join our family of storytelling enthusiasts. Get ready for thrilling crime documentaries, interviews with authors and filmmakers, explorations of fascinating history, and immersive fictional tales. Buckle up and join us on this journey. Let's unlock the magic of storytelling together. Hit subscribe and let's dive in. Welcome to a special documentary on one of Japan's most chilling criminal cases, known as the Nine Corpses case. This story shocked the nation and captivated people around the world. In this video, we will delve into the full story of Japan's Twitter serial killer, examining the details, investigations, and the aftermath of this horrifying series of crimes. Takahiro Shiraishi is a Japanese serial killer and rapist who was born on October 9, 1990. He is also referred to as the Twitter killer, which is how most media outlets referred to him at the time of his sentencing. Between August and October 2017, he killed 9 people in Zama, Japan, mostly teenagers and high school females. In Zama, a city located in the center of Kanagawa Prefecture, Takahiro Shiraishi was residing in an apartment. According to reports, he stalked Twitter users and asked suicidal individuals to visit his home so he could see their suicides. He made the choice to either help them or watch them commit suicide. His acquaintance claimed that he had played choking games with classmates, and the physical remains of his later victims revealed that they had been strangled to death. Before relocating to Zama, Shiraishi worked as a scout in Kabukicho, the largest red light district in Tokyo, luring women into brothels to work in the sex industry. By this time, neighbors were being warned about him and calling him a creepy scout. In August 2017, Shiraishi then relocated from Tokyo to a residence in Zama. Examination and detention. To find his sister, one of the missing women's brothers launched a personal search. He received help from a woman who made contact with Shiraishi and scheduled a phony appointment. Police were involved in both cases. The cops then showed up at the flat and inquired about the location of the missing woman. Shiraishi made a motion towards the freezer. 9 dismembered dead bodies were discovered by the police inside the home. Police discovered heads, legs, and limbs from his victims inside 3 cooler boxes and 5 sizable storage containers. The incidents were verified by neighbors who attested that the residence had given off obnoxious odors of rotting flesh. Shiraishi had thrown pieces of the people into his trash can, which had been removed with the recycled waste. The 9 victims, who ranged in age from 15 to 26, included 8 women and 1 guy. The debate about how suicide is discussed online was sparked by the serial deaths. Despite the court only having 16 seats accessible for the public, more than 400 people showed out to see the verdict on Tuesday, according to local media. Japan is one of the few affluent countries that still practices the death penalty, and public support for it is still very high there. According to a police inquiry, the missing woman and Shiraishi were out for a stroll on October 23. How did he locate his victims? Shiraishi enticed suicidal women to his house using Twitter by offering to assist them in ending their lives and, in some cases, by claiming to commit suicide with them. According to the accusation, between August and October 2017, he strangled and dismembered 9 women and 1 man, all between the ages of 15 and 26, reported Japan's Kyodo News Agency. In the Japanese city of Zama, which is close to Tokyo, police investigating a missing 23-year-old woman who turned out to be one of the victims discovered dismembered body parts in Shiraishi's flat on Halloween that year. Police were sent to Shiraishi's home on the morning of October 31, 2017, after her brother discovered a strange handle on her Twitter account after she had vanished. Investigators found 9 skulls along with several limb and leg bones hidden in coolers and tool boxes, earning it the moniker, House of Horrors, in Japanese media. What happened during the trial? Shiraishi's attorneys claimed he was convicted of the lesser crime of murder with consent, asserting that his victims had given their assent to be killed, even though the prosecution sought the death penalty for Shiraishi. Later, Shiraishi challenged the account of the events given by his own defense team, claiming that he had killed without their approval. Judge Naokuni Yano, who handed down the decision on Tuesday, characterized the acts as cunning and cruel, and declared the defendant fully responsible for his deeds. According to the judge, none of the 9 victims consented to be killed, including silent consent, according to national broadcaster NHK. It is incredibly tragic that 9 young people's lives were lost. The victim's dignity was disrespected. Shiraishi informed the court last month that, if found guilty, he had no intention of appealing his sentence. If that was still his intention, it was not immediately apparent. In Japan, where there are currently more than 100 inmates waiting to be executed, the death penalty is executed by hanging. Prior to their execution, death row convicts are not informed of their scheduled execution date. Between the time of sentencing and the execution, years typically elapse. The victims were who? To safeguard their privacy, the names of people Shiraishi killed were suppressed. According to Japanese broadcaster NHK, the father of one victim, who was 25 years old, stated in court last month that he would never forgive Shiraishi even if he dies. I still mistake a woman my daughter's age for my daughter when I see her. This suffering won't ever end. He had demanded, give her back to me. The father of a second victim, a 17-year-old, told NHK on Tuesday that the death penalty was appropriate. I feel like I want to get retribution, yet the families of the deceased are powerless. I'm not sure how to express my rage, he remarked. When he heard Shiraishi's statement, the victim's 25-year-old victim's brother said his heart died. It didn't sound like he was at all sorry. I had the sensation of repeatedly being cut by a sharp object. Shiraishi killed a man who was a male friend of one of his female victims and was looking for her whereabouts. What results has the case produced? The murders shocked Japan and reignited a conversation about suicide, how to support individuals who are considering it, and discussion websites. The government has hinted that additional rules could be implemented. The judge concluded by saying that because social networks are so widely used, the case has provoked great anxiety in society. Twitter changed its policies in response to the deaths, stating that users should not promote or encourage suicide or self-harm. Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter, described the situation as extremely sad. Japan has traditionally had one of the highest suicide rates in the industrialized world. Since preventative measures were established more than 10 years ago, statistics have decreased, but there have been indications that rates have started to rise again during the coronavirus pandemic. Shiraishi admitted guilt to 9 killings on October 1, 2020, and on December 15, 2020, he was given the death penalty. He has said he won't challenge his sentence. Shiraishi is now awaiting execution after being given the death penalty in January 2021. Conclusion. The 9 corpses case remains one of Japan's most haunting and perplexing criminal sagas. It serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that can arise in the digital age and the profound impact that social media can have on criminal behavior. While justice has been served, the scars left by this tragic series of murders will forever linger in the memories of those affected. The case stands as a cautionary tale, urging society to remain vigilant and mindful of the potential dangers lurking in the shadows of the online world. Thank you for joining us at the Narrative Nexus, where stories come alive. We're thrilled to have you as part of our community. Get ready to embark on an incredible storytelling adventure. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Together, let's celebrate the power of narratives. Stay tuned for our next captivating story. See you soon.